गुड इवनिंग सर।
गुड इवनिंग आदित्य जी।
सर
जी
सर मैंने आपसे वो पूछा था कि R2 का एक एरर बार का कोड नहीं मिल रहा है।
यार मैं देखता हूँ उसको
हाँ
देखना पड़ेगा कौन से वीडियो में, या मैं विजुअलाइजेशन की स्क्रिप्ट देखता हूँ, उन्हें दोबारा सेंड करता हूँ।
हाँ
देखो
हाँ
3-4 स्क्रिप्ट थे ना उसमें,
बराबर।
इसमें है ना, मैं सेंड करता हूँ तुम्हें देख के।
ठीक है, चलेगा।
ठीक है,
थैंक
मुकेश जी भी बाहर है, आउट ऑफ स्टेशन है, तो
यू।
पूरा
ओके।
लोड मेरे ऊपर है, तो
अच्छा,
टाइम नहीं मिल पा रहा है,
नो प्रॉब्लम नो प्रॉब्लम सर।
क्योंकि उनके उनका भी वर्क मुझे देखना पड़ रहा है ना।
राइट सर।
1 आध मिनट और वेट कर लेते हैं, लोग आ तो गए हैं, और लेट्स वी स्टार्ट। Today we cover the random forest, and in random forest, first we see the theory part of that. Is very little. I explained this, but again I am going to revise, so there may be no doubt while we run the algorithm. So random forest or the random decision forest are an ensemble learning method for classification as well as regression, है ना? And here we construct multiple decision trees, okay, at training time, and outputting the class that is mode of the class, uh, as per the mode in the classification model. And in the regression model we use the mean of all the prediction, 500 prediction. Default we take the 500 trees. When we tune the model, we could reduce the number of trees, okay. As in the decision tree we prune it, it is called the pruning, and here in the random file it is called the tuning of model. So there are two things. First we take the subset of observations. Second thing, we take the subset of variables. So I just again I explain you that, uh, it will take very little time, but it would be better. Just a moment, sorry. Okay. There is two things. One is subset of observations, and second thing is subset of variables. So what we do, we take the subset of observations. Suppose we have 10,000 observations. Okay, 10,000 observations. So in each decision tree, we are taking 2,000 observations randomly, and converting them in 10,000 rows. So we have the tree of the full growth, because we are getting 10,000 observations. Okay, every tree have the full growth. There will be no bonsai of the trees. So first, this is subset. We take 500 trees. In this way, we create 500 trees. And the second is the subset of variables, means whatever the variables we have in the decision making, what we do, we calculate the compute the deviance or the entropy or Gini index. And as per the minimum Gini index, we put as a root, and then we put the other nodes as per the entropy or the Gini index value and the increasing order. First is low, then greater, then greater, then greater, and this way. Here, what we do, we don't calculate the entropy or the deviance or the Gini index of each variable. First, we take the subset of variables. We choose, suppose we choose 4 variables randomly before measuring Gini index or whatever. And then we measure, compute the parameters or whatever the things. Suppose the deviance or the Gini index, whatever. Then we measure it. And as per the minimum deviance or the whatever, we put as a root, and then other 3 we again put back in the variables. Then again we choose randomly 4. In 4 which is lower, we put, and then again we replace it. Then again we take, and in this way we do this thing. So it is a random subset of observation and random subset of variables. Both are random. We are choosing both the things randomly. So it is called the random forest. Every time if you train the model, it will give you the different result because it is taking randomly. Okay. There may be results, may be very little bit. So does that make sense to everyone? Is there any doubt?
Sir, what is information gain?
What?
Sir, information gain. Is there anything called information gain in random forest?
Yeah, there is main thing is the out of box error, OOB.
Okay.
That is more important.
So is it like Gini index type? Gini index have entropy type?
Information gain is like that error. That is a information gain. It's like a Gini index, or we have the other measures also.
Okay. So
Okay,
we can
have
use
taken the prime 3. We have taken the prime 3 Gini index and entropy and the deviance.
okay.
Information gain is also a kind of measure. The chi-square is also a kind of measure. Here.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Okay, there are various measures, but we consider these 3 mostly because these are always used in the different algorithm as a default. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Someone else, some query?
So what does this mean? On the slide it's written
What?
it's written that I'm reading the definition from the slide. It says that constructing a multitude of decision tree at training time and outputting the class that is mode of the classes or mean prediction. What does this mean?
Mode of the class, as the class classification model we are making, then out of 500 trees, every tree will give us some result. Okay, suppose we have a problem like that, similar problem, the normal, suspect and pathologic. So as I explained earlier, say some trees will say it is a pathologic, some will say it is a normal, some will say it is a suspect. So whatever the mode, we will choose that class.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Now you read this statement, it would be clear to you.
Or mean prediction regression of individual trees. What is that?
It's what when we are making a classification model, it based on the mode. It based
Yeah.
on the result of mode classification. No,
Yeah.
and result based on mode. No, based on mode in classification. Okay, but in regression, result based on mean of all results.
Yes, yes, yes.
Does that make sense?
But why are we mentioning here in random forest regression?
Regression, that is not a regression analysis like that.
Okay.
We tell this that whatever the target variable is numeric.
Okay.
We have a two sort of target variable, as in the decision tree you have also seen. One was the classification model.
Mm-hmm.
Another is called, if you have the continuous numeric variable, then
Yeah.
it is called a regression model.
Ah, okay, okay, okay.
Okay, don't confuse with the name. It is not a
Ah,
linear regression or like that thing.
it's just called a regression model.
Just
Okay,
called for continuous data.
okay, okay.
Or this is for classification. Classification है उसके लिए. Does that make sense now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I just explain this once more. This statement. As you know that the random forest or the random decision forest are an ensemble learning method for classification, regression, and other tasks that operate by constructing a multiple of decision trees. We create the multiple decision trees, the 500 decision trees in the default at training time, and outputting the class. If we have the classification data, the classification target variable, that is the mode of the classes. Whatever the classes we have, the three classes we have, so mode of the class we will take. The five class we have, the mode of the class we will take. Or in the regression, the continuous data we have, we take the mean prediction. We take the mean of all values, all 500 values, and that would be the our prediction, of the individual trees. So that is the meaning of this. All individual trees mean we will get, all value we will submit, and then we find out the mean. Random decision forest correct for decision trees habit of overfitting to their training set. I have many times told you that the random, decision tree always bias to training data. It is overfitting. So it rectifies that uh, deficiency or whatever. Does that make sense to everyone?
Yes, sir.
So let's we start that practical of random forest. There is no need to the more things we in the each tree we use the same algorithm for the decision tree. Just I explained you that thing we keep in mind, and let's we start the random forest. I am making here random forest model. Uh, Library is a random forest. AF is capital. You see here, random forest, and I import this library and type RF news forest random. So we have to update this. RF news to see the new feature changes bug fixes. Let's see what does it mean. Implement the new scheme of handling class weight in classification. Use more compact storage or proximity matrix. Allow case weights by using the weights sampling. Changes 4.614 native routines are now registered. Changes 4.613 The type breaking mechanism is very places. Okay, they have changes some. Okay, I have to go through this one. Later I will do it. First uh, we make a random forest. The thing is same. There is the function is the random forest, and attributes are same. High tilde dot. We are making a classification model, and first I read that data. So that the high and that this data, and I'm just run this. It is not compulsory to run, but I am running all three, and I just make this. Okay, and then I come here. I run this. Then I have to divide the data into part also. Training, partition the data. I partition the data here. Okay. Now I will do. Now I run this model. So if I show you this model, you see random forest formula high tilde, and the type of random forest number of trees is 500 in default, and the number of variables tried is split is 3. So how many variables we have? The 11 variables. So the formula for the classification we have, that is one formula for classification, one for regression. We have a different formulae for both. For one we have p by 3. I explained that to you. For one it is p by 3, and one is the square root of p. So here p is means the number of variables, not p is not a probability. I write the different thing and different manner, so it would be better. K, I write the k. K is the number of variables. So if the k is the number of variables, so k by 3, 1 is, and second is square root of k. So one is we apply in our classification model, one we apply in our regression model. Okay. So here at the 11 we have, or if we divide by 11 by 3, so we get 3 point something. So 3 trees it is taking at a subset of variables, sorry, subset of variable, 3 subset of variable it is taking, and then compute the deviance whatever. I think here it is compute the entropy or the Gini index. I think the Gini index. So it compute it, and then whatever is the lower it first put, and other it replace, and then take another 3 randomly, and then again, so in this way 3 it will take. So I will explain you that here we what use. So just a little bit time, so I just search that. Just a moment. Forest. I'll show you that. More things I would like to explain you first, then we will do that thing. Random forest model developed by aggregating trees, okay, can be used classification regression both, and avoid overfitting, not the overlifting. Overlifting also we could say, no problem, but it is overfitting basically. Can deal with large number of features. And if we have the large number of features, we can deal it with. We have the so many variables. It means helps with feature selection based on importance. Because I mean, we with help of the importance, we could select the features, the variables, whatever we have to use, and just a moment.
Hello.
Sorry for there was a call. Avoid overfitting, and I just telling helps with feature selection based on the importance. I will show you how we get the importance of the variables, and then we exclude the variables which are not important, and then we train the random forest. User friendly, only two parameters we have: the trees, entries, number of trees. Default is 500, and the split mtry is the number of variables what we are taking, and a split variables randomly sampled as candidate at each split. है? So that is I am going to tell you the default is the square root of p. P is what? P I writing here k instead of p. K is the number of categories here, and here also writing the k. So for the classification we use the square root of k, and for regression we take the k by 3. Okay, the number of split mtry, which is called the mtry, or these the entries. So these are the two parameters which are very important.
Sir, can you please explain why the default is 500?
No, it is they have taken the 500. Default is
Because
500 there.
every time we'll get some category, we will get some variable. So when there will be a default.
It is the default 500, but we could minimize those numbers. When we tune the model, then we could take the 250, 300, 150, whatever the script plot gives us. We take as per that.
But this is default for
Default
k
is
variables,
500.
no? For
Default.
variable, the 500 variable.
No, 500 not variables. 500 500 trees.
Okay.
500 trees will be trained. Will be created in a forest.
Okay.
This is the number of trees, not the number of variables. It is the trees,
Okay.
number of trees. So much, this much tree we will create, or we could show up in that our forest.
Okay, sir.
So k is the number of variables. Am I right, sir?
Which entries? No, what? M
K
try.
is number of variables.
M try is the number of variable. We are taking the subset of variable.
Okay.
So I told you that the 4 variables at a time it is taking. So the number of variables is there is some formula. So there is a
Okay.
formula for the classification model. Whatever the category of the target variable, whatever we have the variables. If we have the k variables, suppose k variables we have here in this data set, we have 11 variables. If you see, I will show you here. How many variables are? 11 variables we
11
have.
variables.
So 11 variables, so it is the square root of k. I just take this. What is the formula for the classification? Look at this. Square root of k.
Square root of k.
K is the number of variables. Does that make sense to everyone? So square root of 11 would be 3 point something or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So
sir.
the greatest integer is what?
3.
3. So we will once we will take only 3 variables from 11, and we compute the entropy or deviance or whatever, and as per that we will fix the node, and then we return other 2.
So,
What is
sir, how we'll get to know the number of observation from these 3 variables?
number of observations?
Sir,
Number
there
of
are a number of observation. This 500 is number of observation.
the 500 is number of trees, beta.
Number, sir, forget that 3. If the problem is something different, what
What?
is that 5? I am not getting that. What is that 500 exactly?
That is in the decision tree. What we do? We train only one tree.
Yes.
We create the one tree only, But in random forest, we create 500 trees in default. Understand?
Okay.
500 trees we produce. Got it?
From the data.
From the data. And the every tree, we get 2000. Suppose we have 10,000 observations. How many? 10,000 observations.
10,000.
So we take only 2000 observations out of that randomly.
Okay.
And we convert them in by duplicating, we convert them in 10,000. Understand?
Yes.
So our tree will grow maximum because we have taken the 10,000.
Okay.
Okay, no, there will no tree having bona fide.
Okay.
Okay, bonsai किसी भी ट्री का नहीं होगा ना, सब
Yes,
ट्री
sir.
फुल ग्रोथ करेंगे क्योंकि 10,000 observations we are taking. Similarly, it will take 2,000 again randomly for next tree and convert them in 10,000. In this way, it will create 500.
Okay.
And how it select the variables? So it take the subset of variables as per this rule.
Okay. That you have explained in the first lecture, I guess.
Understand?
Yes, sir.
So as per that, it will take the variables, three variables. In this example, it will take the three variables. Out of three, it will select one, which is suitable, computing the Gini index, whatever. And the remaining three, again, if this three, it will replace it. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, sir.
And then again, it will again pick up three randomly. And then again, it will check, compute it, and select one.
Okay.
And then again replace it, put it back, and again pick up three. In this way, it will do the work.
Understood, sir.
So
Thank you.
every tree would be of a different variety. There would be a diversity in the forest. Got it?
Yes,
In the
sir.
forest, there would be no there would be no similar trees, two similar trees in a forest, the same tree, or will be diverse to each other because their observations are different. Na? Their variable selection is different. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, sir.
Every tree is different. There is a diversity in the forest. Does that make sense to you? Now, let's we
Yes,
continue.
sir. Yes.
So here we are taking the 11 variables we have. So we have the formula square root in the classification, square root of the variables. So square root 11 is 3 point something. So the greatest integer we will get 3. So we are getting the 3 splitting only there. So now I'll show you. Look at here. How many split are there? 3. Got it?
Yes.
Does that make sense to you? Now
Yes,
the
sir.
one more thing is there. OOB, estimate of error rate. OOB is what? OOB means out of box error. OOB means out of box error. What does it mean? You have trained first tree using only 2000 observations and duplicating it with 10,000 numbers. And you have chosen randomly 3 variables, then 3 and then 3. You have create one tree. What it? In this tree, because you have chosen only 2000 observations, so in other 10,000 or 8,000 observations, there are some information have been missing in this tree. What it? Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Or in the subset of the variables also few information is not covered here. So that is the out of box, which information you have lost. Does that make sense to you? The information you have lost, that error is called the out of box error. Does that make sense to everyone?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is the thing. What is OOB? It is basically it is equivalent to misclassification error. Equivalent. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now you see, if we calculate this misclassification error, 18 plus 30, 48 divided by 200, if I calculate it, I see what I get. 28, so not, what is the 18 plus 48, sorry. 48 divided by 200, I am getting 24. Got it? 24%. Here also you see the 24.
Yes, sir.
So it is here in the random forest, we don't say the misclassification error. We say here out of box error. Terminology has changed now. Calculation is same. Method is same to calculate the O, B and the calculate the misclassification error. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, sir.
So that is the thing. Here the confusion matrix. Okay. So here we could measure the TP, sensitivity and the specificity also. Okay. We could use the caret, our one, we have a package, or we could calculate that thing also. I will explain that later. So here we have got this, and RF I have explained you. Now we are predicting. Why? Because I have got the result for the training data set here already. So there is no need to, I don't have any requirement of prediction for the training data set. I'm just predicting with the sales data set here. And the forest prediction is the object name, and the predict is the function, the same function. Classification underscore RF is the name of the model, and the new data is my sales underscore test. And I do it, and then I make a table, confusion matrix for test data. So I'm getting this 108, 9, 21, 62. So what I will do here, 9 plus 21, it is the 30. And 30 divided by 200, if I run this, so I'm getting 0.15, 15% I have out of box error. Does that make sense to you? It means my model, random forest model accuracy is better than training data set. In the training data set, it was 24%. It was
Yes, sir.
24%. Now it is 15% only. So it decreased. So it is not overfitting. I have explained you that this model does not overfit. Okay. It is not biased to the training data set. Does that make sense to everyone?
Yes, sir.
It may be because we have not done anything with, we have not done any sort of data pre-processing here in this data set car seat. What is the data set? Data set name the car sheets, or what cells, something like whatever the data sets. We have not done any pre-processing. So there is no reflection here in the testing data. Okay, it's absolute, no problem. So that is the thing. Now I explain some more thing. This is for the first model. Now we are making another model for the interest rate. Interest rate data we have here. We could do, you do it by the interest rate and interest rate class no. Okay, I first show you the variance importance. I explain you about this model first, then we will take the next model. So variance importance, the classification, you know that this is our class RF we have, and class RF we are taking the importance of the variables. So look at this, how we see the importance of the variables. We have so many methods to apply. And this is the graph. These are the variables have been taken in our random forest, and these are important, which are on the high side. It is the mean decrease Gini index. Mean decrease Gini index is this much. So decrease in mean is higher, it means it is more important. Decrease in mean, so higher the mean decreasing, then it would be better. Does that make sense to everyone?
Yes, sir.
So higher side it is better. So the price is very, very important factor we have, as we see in the dysentery also. Then the age, community age is very important. Competitor price is also important. We have income is important. Advertising is also important. Population is also important there. And Havelock condition is important. And education is not much important. You see, it is 5 something. It is the 6 or the 7, I think. And the US and the urban is not important. It is near about 2 or 1 something. So these are not important. We could remove these 3 variables in our model.
So what is, can you explain what does mean decrease Gini means? Like, I don't
Because
understand.
this I have explained with the random forest based on the Gini index.
Yeah,
And in the decision tree, we have seen the based on the
deviance.
deviance.
Yeah.
So the mean decrease in Gini index. So as they have taken these variables including, so as the variables they are increasing the the mean of Gini index is decreasing.
Ah,
So how
okay, so
much?
the lesser the Gini, the better it is. So
Yeah.
that's why, right? Yeah,
So
yeah,
it is the mean decrease Gini index is the higher mean decrease, then it would be better for us.
yeah, yeah.
The decrease is higher in the mean of the Gini index, it is better for us.
Hmm.
Does that make
Okay.
sense to you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It is the decrease, no? It is not the mean just. If the
Yes,
mean of
yes.
Gini index, then we see the lower side. Okay.
Yeah,
Is the
yeah.
mean decrease Gini, so we have to see the higher side.
Okay.
So these 3 variables we could remove from our model. Education, US and urban. So we could again create the model, and here I do. I just copy and I paste. I just what I will do before comma, I will minus education, then minus without comma. I will write US, then minus I will write urban, and then I make the model again. Now I'll show you. Now you see we have the 3 variables, less 3 variables. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 variables we have only. Okay. We have 7 variables now. So square root of 7 is what? It is 2 point something.
2 point something.
So 2 is the greatest integer. So split is 2. Does that make sense to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
But the out of box error rate has increased. It was previously 24%, I think. Okay, with training data. And here it is 26%. 2% it's high, but it doesn't matter. We do one thing. We test this. Okay, we test this with test data, and for testing we do the same. There is no problem in the testing. Okay, so the model name is same, and just I make a table. So here is the 37 divided by 200. 37 divided by 200. Sorry, here it is. 37 divided by 200. Let us see. 0.18, 18%. Previously, how much it was? It was previously, we have seen that I have calculated that 15%. with the testing data set. Now it is 18%. It increased little bit. Okay. So, but we have removed these variables 3. If I remove only 2, then I think it would be better. We could keep this in
Sir,
education.
what is the improvement after removing these variables?
No improvement.
So we can skip that.
We could. I have withdraw 3 variables. I just have to withdraw 2 only. Okay.
So
I see.
we can drop two variables only.
We are dropping only 2 variables.
Yeah, then I think then accuracy will get increased.
Then it will increase. I
Yeah.
will show you. So it is now 25.5% increased by. It was previously it was 26. Now it is decreased 25.5. Matlab it's okay. Little bit improved. And now I test it and I see the table. It is the 33 divided by 200. Now it is 16%. Now it is 16%. Okay. So because the out of box error is decreasing, it increased when you drop this, because the most of the information you lose. Does that make sense to everyone?
Yes, sir.
So it increased little bit. The few information it gives us, very small information has some contribution. Okay. So it is the variable importance. Sometimes we require, if there are so many variables, then we remove this all. So this remove 2 you could remove, no problem. Now we do random forest for regression data set. Okay, for regression we create one random forest. Okay, so this we have completed. It is for the regression right here. Regression. For regression, what I will do here, I have a data set there. The lone data set I am taking. Using this all, I will run from here, close data. Then I will see NA omit. Then I do this. Then I do this. Then I remove these 3 variables. And then I convert all in factor. And then I show the glimpse. So we have this glimpse. Now everything is factor and double. Nothing in character. And now I divide the data in 2 parts. And now I create the model. For regression model, I am using the same interest rate tilde dot. Okay. One thing I missed, I think. Previously it was little bit later than that. Okay. So here I am removing this ID and state I think I have removed earlier. I see here. State I have removed. So I don't have to write here state. Otherwise it will give me the error. So remove this. So ID I am removing and I am using the LD trend. And a default. And a default. So in the training data set. QL. N values. We have removed that yesterday. LD omit we have removed. Again I take this. There is the 22 we have, and we are removing this. Again I see how many are there. There is not. There is 2, 4, 8, 5 we have. And we are doing this.
So can we not do imputation or any other techniques to handle null values?
Why we should input? There is very few observations, only 20.
So because by omitting, I think information is getting lost.
No,
No.
it doesn't keep mean. Very small.
Okay.
Very
So
small is there.
so if the proportion is small, so we can omit.
Yeah,
There is no harm in omitting this.
yeah.
Okay, sir.
Still it is showing 10.
Sir, you have made the changes in LD, not LD train.
Then we have converted LD into part, na? Here.
Okay, okay.
In the LD is no, there is no NA. So LD train should not be on no NA. Does that make sense?
Right, sir.
So I just see what's the problem. Let's load this first. I again read this data. (22) we are adding. Now we see if there's some. No, it's okay. I think. No, it's okay. And now I use that interest rate. I have the target variable, which we have taken also in the decision tree. And ID will remove from it, and the data is LD trend. Now I run this, so it's okay. Now no problem. So if I run this, it will give me the result. The 11 variables we have, 3 we are getting. Or here we getting the mean of squared residuals. Root mean square error we are getting here, 3.87. And the percent variance explained, 77.87% variance explained. This is a good one. And we see this root mean square error of our test data, because the training data is root mean square error is here. So we could see that is 60.30 or square root of that. We are getting this. So it is a big difference, I think. Okay. And, I run this first. Class RF, no class RF. Now we have this one. And, importance we are getting. Yeah. Not priority. It is the high importance. High importance. Where is the low importance? Variable are 248. It is the home ownership is the low importance. Okay, 248 only. And inquiries in the last 6 months is also very less important. Now we create this plot, variance importance plot. So you will see. So FICO is very important. Okay. Then these are very less, and only one is here, which is very near to this. It is the 677, and no, not 677, 248. Okay. So we'll see some more model also. It is not we have end the random forest. We are not end the random forest. We have other script of random forest also. We will run that. Here I just explained you how to conduct this random forest, how we could use the random forest in different regression and the classification analysis. Now we use some more data. Is there any doubt to you?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Now we do some more random forest work.
Sir, I have a question.
Yeah.
For example, if my data set contains some categorical data and numeric data,
Yeah.
can we do the random forest?
Yeah.
All data must be categorical and all data must be numeric.
No. It's not a problem. It depends on the target variable, what you are taking.
Okay,
Variable.
For example, if the target variable is numeric, I will use the regression forest.
Okay.
Forest. If it is categorical, I use the classification.
No, you will use the regression if you have the numeric target variable, or one thing you must have to do, you convert all the categorical variable in a factor form.
Okay.
It should not be in a character.
Okay.
Basically it would be in a character, you convert them in factor, or there I have given in this script that loop, the previous script for converting them, or one by one you could convert also, s dot factor, right?
Yes, as we did yesterday.
So that is the, or otherwise you could use this loop for converting all the character in factor. Okay.
Okay, thank you so much.
You could take the screenshot of this, so you could use it later. This one, if you want.
Okay, got it. Thank you so much, sir.
So now we see here, we are taking one data, cardiotopographic CSV. We know already aware about this data. I will explain you earlier, and this data I will show you. First I remove the previous one, everything. I remove this also, and I remove this also. So now we would have some clear situation. Okay. There is no need of graph basically. So we are taking this much. And this data I am reading again. Header is true, and there are 2126 observation, 22 variables we have. So these are all variables we have. We are not going in deep about these variables. What does it mean? I don't know the terminology. And this is the max, nmax, and zeros, and everything is there. And now I see the structure of this. You see all the variables are the numeric and the integer. There is no factor or the character variables. It's very good. And NSP is our variable, which is a target variable, or there are 3, 1, 2, 3. So I will convert them in factor before conducting this. So NSP is the normal, suspect, and the pathologic. So I'm converting these in a factor, and you see the structure again. So it is now factor with 3 levels, and I will show you the table for this. So you see in the first category we have 1655, in the second category we have only 295, and the third category we have the 176. Most of the patients would be the normal, few of them may be suspect, and the few of them, very few of them would be pathologic. Okay, so this is the thing. Now I am getting the I'm doing the partition of this data, and training and testing. Okay, so 70% I am taking, near about 70% I am taking for training, and the remaining 30% approximate I am taking. It is the approximate because I have taken the probability. It will not give me the exact 70 or 30%, near about. And random forest library I have to use, and what I have explained you last time, we have not used site seed before running the mod. So you have seen that in the my previous I have written something in the misclassification. We have calculated the OOB, out of box error. So it was different result we were getting each time. Okay, here you see what is happening. I am taking the set seed first, so next time I will get the same result. Okay, so random forest NCP and NSP tilde dots, I am taking all the variables. Okay, I am not excluding, I am taking all the 22 variables. So what should be the mtry here? Can somebody explain me what should be the mtry? It is a classification model. What should be the mtry? Number of variables is 22.
Root K.
It is 4.
23.
The 5 square is 25. So it is 4 point something. 4 is the greatest integer. The
Yes,
number
sir.
of splits should be 4.
Yeah.
Does that make sense to everyone?
Yes,
So we run this now, and I run this model. I have first I will run this set seed. Then I run this model. Then I will show you this. So here you see the split is 4 now. Got it? White is 4.
Yes,
And
sir.
you see the out of box
Yes,
error is
sir.
very low, 5.62% only. Okay, this is the 3 categories confusion matrix we are getting here. Okay, so each class error is given here. Okay, and if we see the accuracy or what see the out of box error. So in the
What is
out of
class error?
eh?
Class error.
Class error is that it is a confusion matrix. If you see, these are the reference, I think. So 1, 1, 4, 2, 17, and 1. So I just a moment. I just see 1655. So just a moment, give me a minute. So I could calculate that. It is 1142 and 17 and 1. 710 0 456 1160. 1160. 1160.
sir. I have a question.
Just a moment.
Yeah.
$16.55. Just Just a moment. That's correct. This is the actual one. In this way, if you see this one is actual, and this one is a predicted. Got it? So what it is, 1142 42 divided by 1160, that is our 98 point, and 18 divided by 1160, and we get this 15. Got it?
Sir, can you explain once more?
Okay. What we are doing, you know that I just just a moment.
Sir, before that, I could not understand why there is a 3 by 3 confusion.
Three categories are there. Aditya, three categories are there: normal, suspect, and that.
Okay.
We have the normal, first for normal, second for suspect, and pathology. So it is the reference, it is the actual,
Okay.
and this is our predicted. Okay, normal, suspect, and pathology. Does that make sense to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Explain one. Got it? So now
Yes,
what I
sir.
am doing, in the N I have 1142 is 1142. It is my 17 and it is 1. So this one is my true positive
Yes.
for normal, and this is not true positive.
Yes.
So it would be a, if I calculate this 18 and divided where the total is 1160.
Yes.
Okay, divided by 1160. So what I will get, the error I will get, this is the error.
Okay.
So this is the error, class error. What I have got 18 by 1160. Got it? The same figure I have got here. Here in the second class, what will happen? 47, 164, and 2. So this is my true positive, S and S.
Yes.
And 42 plus 2, it is 44. 44
40.
divided by, I will explain you. 44 divided by how much? Just
164 plus 44.
47, sir. 47 plus 2, 49.
44 divided by
47.
47.
46 है ना इधर 42 plus 2
Yeah.
213.
अच्छा
isn't it?
47 sorry
213.
47 plus 2 49 sorry 40, correct you are 49 divided by
213.
49 plus 164.
2 and
no
3. 213.
213.
213 correct.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
So it is, you see the second.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
this and this you see same. So this is the class error. Okay, does that make sense to everyone? What does it mean? If I want to know the accuracy of this model, so accuracy, to calculate the accuracy is very easy for me. To calculate the classification error, misclassification error, or the out of the box error, it will take very long. I have to add this one, this off diagonal, and then divide by total. total is my 1495, which is here, the training data. So what I will do, I will calculate the accuracy and then I will minus by 1. No, I will minus it from 1. So I will get the accuracy, the sum of diagonal of what we have not given name to this table. Okay. Table trend. No. What I will get.
سعد الله
Yeah.
طيال فاض ليليج.
So we could write these numbers and we could see the what is with the out of box error if you want to know. So I just write this 47 plus 6 plus 11 plus 17 plus 1 plus 2 and divided by 1495. Okay, so 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, so I'm getting 0.5. So now look at this. I did this. So this is 5.62. If you multiply by 100, 5.62. It's okay.
Yes, sir.
Does that make sense to everyone now? So now we do some more work on this. Now you want to see the attributes of random forest. Okay. So I run this attributes random forest. So you will see the attributes whatever in the result. The call, the type, the predicted, and the error rate, the confusion matrix, votes, OB times, classes, importance, importance SD, local importance, proximity, entry, mtry, forest, Y, test, embed, terms. These are the names. Okay, so we see confusion. If you write the RF dollar, so then it will give this name in the drop down menu. You select one. You select the confusion, so we get only confusion matrix. If I select the M try, so I get the M try is the 4 entry 500 entry. Does that make sense to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Now I want to see the myself that I want to know that the prediction through the train data with this model RF. I want to see, but it is already given to me, but I'm doing again. And the head of PI, I am watching that prediction is the first patient is suspect, and this is the third number patient then is normal, and the sixth it is randomly taken. No? It is the indexing of the randomly taken patients, because when we partition, so it is randomly taken the patients. Or these are the levels 1 to 3, and if I compare with my original train NSP, so you see 2133, so 213 is fortunately all the predictions are correct. All the first six prediction are correct. You see here. Does that make sense to you? All the six prediction 213333, 213333. It is the actual one, actual NSP we have, but this is the predicted NSP we have.
Yes, sir.
So fortunately, it is given that. Now we could create a confusion matrix with caret library. Okay. So the caret library I will run, import it. And now I will make a confusion matrix. So here the M is capital. And first I have to write, if I see this, just a moment. Just a moment, it may be wrong. actual and first I have to write the actual, then predicted. Understand? So that is very important thing. I have write the predicted first. I write always opposite, so the it would be in my mind, so I have to explain this thing. Sometimes people I explain just if I run this only, if I don't change this, you will not recognize. Whenever you do, you could put predicted first and the reference later, then you will get all the result, adverse result you will get over there in confusion matrix. Does that make sense to you?
Yes,
So
sir.
so I always write in the script opposite. So the whenever I teach, I will correct it, which thing is very important. Okay. When I before 15 years when I teach in the college, and so I did intensely. I did some mistake on the blackboard, only to know the concentration of the student. The very silly mistakes of the competition I did. So if the students don't judge it, then उसके बाद उनका क्लास हो जाता था अच्छे से. क्या?
It's a nice technique, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So why it is not working? You see, confusion matrix object P2 not find. Object P2 is not there. Object P1 is there. Okay, P2 is here. P2 I have not run. I am running this one. I have to run this one. I have to make correction here. Control X, and I have to write here Control V. Okay. I run this. You see, this is our confusion matrix with our training data. So it is very good. It is very good. You see here, in the first class, it is the reference on the upper side. We have here, it is opposite. It is the reference on the upper side, and the accuracy is this one. And we also measure something, then we see what happens. Okay, and this is the accuracy if we measure. So it is the diagonal 1160 plus we have 211, then plus we have 122, and divided by 1495, and we run it. It is 0.9987. It is okay, correct? Got it? And it is significant, no problem. And here I will show you the sensitivity for the first class.
Sorry,
The
sir.
sensitivity for the first class is you see 1160. It is the reference. We divide the total here, the 1160 divided by 1162. 1160 true positive, ability to predict the positive, you see. So 1162, you get 9987, 883, sorry, 0.9983. It's okay. That makes sense to you?
Yes, sir.
Sensitivity or the sensitivity for the second class, if you see, so 211 divided by 211. Does that make sense to you? I think if you are confused, so I write here.
Yeah, it's clear.
Yes, sir.
Here we are at the reference, the actual we have to total, na, always. It is now opposite way. The previous table, the actual was here and the predicted was on the upper side. So you are taking in this way total. Here we are taking in this way. So it is 1162. It is our 211 total. Here our 122. So the sensitivity of these two would be same. 2 and 3. 1. Sensitivity would be 1. Okay, now we talk about the specificity. Specificity is what? True negative. Okay, so true negative is Tn over n. Okay, so specificity is 1 here for first true negative. So true negative is which one would be the true negative? Yeah,
So 2.
but it is 1. True negative. TP over P, we see it is a true negative. So it is the 1160 over 1160. That is 1. Okay,
Okay.
that is 1. Here 211 divided by 213. We get this one 9984. And here would be 1. You see here. Does that make sense to everyone? Hmm?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
This is that thing what we are getting here. So there are too many things we have to cover in the random forest. It is not the one day, and we will tune the random forest also.
Sir,
Okay.
one question.
Yeah.
In the result console, what is
Yeah.
kappa?
Kappa is some measurement. You could search on the net.
Mm-hmm.
This is some measurement. I am not remembering that because I have not interpreted for a very long time. I have read it, but this moment I thought I don't have in my memory.
Okay, okay. No problem, sir.
You could search on the net. It's not a big issue.
Yeah,
If you,
okay.
so tomorrow I will explain it. I
No
have
issue.
read it before 2 or 3 years. Okay, but I have not used it, so it is not in my memory. There are so many terminologies now. You could not
Yes, sir.
remember all the things.
True, true.
Sir, it is like Cohen's kappa, which we call. Is
Yeah,
it
yeah.
the same?
You search on the net, you will get it. Because I don't have any idea because it is totally removed from my mind.
Sir, the p-value before kappa, it is for which test? The p-value ACC greater than NIR. What does it mean here, the p-value? What is stand for?
What kappa and this MC Nemer's test p value?
No, the p-value, the test p-value, the p-value 2.2 to the power minus 16. Yes, what does it mean?
Accuracy, it is accuracy is greater than NIR. It is telling that. So I just see the result. This I will
Sir,
show you. Just a moment. Just a moment. The kappa is the calculates kappa statistic currently built to handle binary values in the actual vector. Okay. But it is not giving the much description. And that,
kappa is a measure of reliability for categorical variables.
okay, okay.
Yeah.
The p value is there. NCR. You see here, it is the p-value is showing that the accuracy is greater than known information rate. This hypothesis they are taking. The accuracy is greater than known information rate, which is the 0.7773. So this is the null hypothesis. The accuracy is greater than known information rate. It has been accepted. Sorry, it has been rejected that. So they are telling that p-value is accuracy is equal to or whatever. So that is the 2.2. It is the significant.
Okay, okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
This is the significant because there is no information rate. So the important parameter is the sensitivity, and the specificity is very important in the decision tree, and this accuracy is very important, and the significance will come always. I think I have not seen that there is no significance. Most of the data sets have got the same. So and the same thing I am doing for the test data also. And I am making that confusion matrix for the same test data. And you see here we have the accuracy for the test data. We are getting 0.93, and in the we have got 0.99. So accuracy is 0.99 and 0.93. 6% difference is there. 6% difference is there. And here also you see there is a difference. So this model is actually a overfitting.
Yes, sir.
Okay, this model is actually overfitting. So now we tune this model. Okay, we tune this model because the gap between training and testing accuracy is high. So I plot this. RF is not plotting the RF. If I plot, so I'll show you what does it mean. We just have to see all the lines you see about 300. There are horizontal. Does that make sense to everyone? These are the error lines of the various. I don't know which sort of errors. I have to see the name. I don't know for each line, but these are the errors plot we are getting. And the deviance may be the gene index, or maybe the some other. So it is giving us that 300 is the okay. Does that make sense to you? Is the 500 tree size we have, na? We have 500 trees in our random forest. So after 300, there is a no decrease in error. You see? Is there any decrease after 300 trees? Yeah.
No, it's constant. I mean,
It's
more or
constant.
less constant.
So we will set the tree, tune the forest on 300 trees only instead of 500. So I will tune that forest with 300 trees. Okay. So what I will do, I will tune the random forest model. So what I will use, tune RF function I will use. Okay. Here what I will do, for the target variable, for the independent variables, I will lose that 22 variable, which is target variable. I will not involve it. So before comma, I am taking all the observations. After comma, 22nd variable I am not considering. There are 22 variables. The last variable is the NSP. So NSP is I am not taking as an independent variable. Does that make sense to everyone? You have to divide the data in two parts. Yeah, in the way with respect to variables. With respect to variables.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's clear, sir.
One for the independent, and another part is the dependent. Dependent would be only single variable. So what we will remove from first will be the second. Does that make sense to everyone?
Yes.
This is our y.
Yes,
Y
sir.
is the 22nd variable, which is the NSP. Is there any doubt? Yeah.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay. We have 21 variables here and the 22nd variable here.
No, sir.
And then the step factor is 0.5. I will tell you later about the state factor. We will see in that, and then I will explain you. Plot is true. Okay. And the entry try is 300. Now instead of 500, I am taking 300 only. No. Trace is true. And the improve is 0.05. And 0.05 can be improvement, so it should improve. Okay. So I am giving this, and this is the iteration would be there little bit. So if the M try 4, the error is 5.55, then 5.522, then 5.55, then 6.82. So M try 8, searching left, then M try 16, then M try 2, and then M try 4. So which one is better? M try 8,
5.22. I'm trying.
Yeah.
M try 8.
Yes, yes. Because
Yeah.
the error is the least.
Yes.
So what I will do, M try 8 I will take. Okay. So here this I have done only for choosing the M try. Does that make sense to you? Here also you see in this, because I have written here the plot is true. So this plot is created. So here it is OB error is decreasing,
Yes.
then increasing. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So now I am again retrain the model, and now I am taking other attributes in this model. Entry is 300, MPRI is 8, importance is true, okay, proximity is true. And I run this and I will show you. Now you see our out of box error rate is 5.02. Okay. And we check some more things. We predict with our trend data. Okay. So I change this first. And, I predict RF trend T1 and confusion matrix. So you see now we have 0.9987 again thereabout, but here you see one is here and the one is here. Here was nothing was there at the previous time. Okay, here it was 2. It's same, error is same, accuracy is same. There is no difference in the accuracy because it was 2 last time, or there it was 0. I think one more thing was there, no? The previous it was 2. It was 2. Everything is okay. Here you see it is 1 here and 1 here. The accuracy is same, and we see with the test, so we could understand better way. Here you see the accuracy increased. Okay,
Yes, sir.
accuracy of our this data has been test data increased, but does that make sense to everyone? Same random set seed I am using. I again run this with the set seed. I think last time I have not run with the set seed, so I see it is the same. Okay, and again I run this for my test data. So it is 0.93. It's, and previously how it was the test data 0.938. Correct, it's increased now. Okay,
Yes, sir.
some more thing we will see, but I will tell you tomorrow. Okay, very important, and few more things I will explain you. The theoretical parts is much more over there, so I have to explain those things. So I think it is sufficient for today for the random forest.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Radhakrishna ji. Thank you.
Thank
you,
you.
Shivani.
I
Thank
have a
you.
question.
Thank you,
Remy.
sir.
Thank you,
Yeah.
sir.
Sir, I have a question.
Yeah. Ask.
Sir, this tuning part we cannot do in earlier case, like before predicting anything, we can tune the data and then do prediction part.
If you first see it and then you tune, it would be better. First you a doctor can give the medicine before diagnose. Can doctor give the medicine before diagnose?
No,
The same thing is
I
here.
mean,
If your model is giving good accuracy,
okay.
then why you should go for the tuning?
Okay, but sir, in this case, in this example, before tuning also it was giving more accuracy. What were the factors to go for tuning basically?
Because in the testing data, it's what not giving us the proper output. It was the overfitted.
Okay,
The accuracy is the both time same.
okay,
Training data accuracy, if we see, it is same both the time, but the testing data accuracy increased on the second time.
okay, okay.
Second time that increased.
Fine, sir. Fine.
That's the problem. It is not then it is not a overfitting. It's like the different way. 300 trees we have taken. We have M-try. We have taken 8 variables. We are taking at a time, and we are measuring the deviance, whatever the entropy, the Gini index. Sorry, Gini index in the random forest, and then we are doing the things.
So this is like a pruning in decision tree, right?
Yeah. There is pruning. Here is tuning.
Okay. Fine, sir. Understood.
So that is the difference only. So keep this thing in mind, and tomorrow we will see some more things in the random forest. I will explain you some more things. Very important matters remains now. So tomorrow we will finish the random forest, and then we start our next chapter. Okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Suresh.
sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Where is
Thank you.
Pratik? Pratik gone. Okay.
No,
Pratik
sir, I am
Shukla is
here.
there.
Thank you, sir.
You have got the job now.
But it's an internship. It's a not job. It's an internship.
Okay. Intensive you are doing. Nice.
Yeah. It's an internship of data scientist in the Spark Foundation.
Nice. This study will work there.
Yes, sir. They have already provided some tasks, and they have said to do in a limited period of time. And they have asked Iris data set. They have asked to do decision tree and all. So basically, this workshop helps me a lot.
One news I want to say you that my professor who taught me statistics
Yeah,
is now the vice chancellor in Nigeria,
Wow.
it's great.
and
Sir.
he asked me. Sunday we got some alumni meeting on the Zoom,
Yes.
so I organized that, and all the students and the old professors were there, and he asked me on the WhatsApp, I want to learn Python from you.
Wow.
So that's the one privilege for me. So who taught me the everything, I am going to give him something from my side.
That's very great.
Yeah.
It's,
So
Yes, sir.
he is
Wonderful,
very
sir.
humble. He is very humble.
Wonderful,
There is
sir.
no ego.
So what's his name?
Sudhakar Kota. Dr.
Sudhakar
Sudhakar
Kota.
Kota.
Okay.
So he taught me the statistics when I was in college. So he's very interested to. He
It's a
asked
big
me,
achievement for you.
yeah, it's very big achievement.
Yes, sir. It's a big achievement
Yes,
for
sir.
you.
Yes.
So thanks everyone. Okay.
Thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
Thank you, sir.